What do you say, DFK? This is Sir Worm, and it's what in the DFK is this? And today, my guest, or tonight, my special guest is none other than Stycks Intern, one of the masterminds behind the Mythic Squad Void Hunt tournament. Welcome, Stycks Intern, SI, Centern, however, I'll be saying all those names.
Yeah, I respond to any of them and a few other, less flattering names. But appreciate the invitation to come on here. Appreciate you participating in the tournament and making it to the finals. That was pretty sweet. And for any, regulars of Sir Worm Show who are unaware of who I am Stycks Intern, and I'm Stycks Intern. That is what I do for a living.
Yes, Stycks Intern, because there is a Stycks
That's right.
who you have a relationship with.
Yes, and it is, it's been on and off again.
Yeah, exactly. Is it on? Is it off right now? Is it on?
Oh, it's very on.
But let's talk about the tournament real quick, and also get. That's why I see the comments on my thing here. But yes, the tournament itself was great. I had a great time. I am surprised that I got through it all. Well, I practiced and I knew I could do it, but
right.
when push comes to shove, it's like, am I going to get through it all? But I was lucky enough to be able to be one of the finalists, and very appreciative. And thank you very much, Workhorse and Frisky Fox, for their donations to the pot. That was incredible.
Yeah.
And what are your final thoughts on it overall, as far as how it went?
Oh, I've had a lot of thoughts over the span of the last 2 months, swinging wildly from positive to negative.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah. No, well, I'm really happy. Honestly, it exceeded all of my hopes and expectations for it, and really proud of the Big Squad team coming together to put it on. And huge shout out to AOP, Too Honest, for his help with casting it, because that was really nice. I got to handle a lot of the admin scoring stuff without worrying about filling airtime. Huge value to me personally. And also so many people who donated prizes, not in addition to Fox and Workhorse, who you rightly mentioned, because they gave so much. I think Fox gave 500 Jewel to each of the 11 finalists, of which you were one.
Which I was one, and I did receive it. So
yeah, so that's pretty hype. And then in addition to that, he also gave 500 to the champions purse. Just like on top of the 501 that Workhorse gave, and then also we had Jewel from Chetels and others in the community. Rabito donated a bunch of equipment, and I was shocked on the day we did the spin wheel. There were 50 heroes in there waiting for me to give away, which was the last time I had looked at that before then. It was like 12. And it was like, I don't know who's been doing this, but it was amazing. Being able to give all that to the community was awesome.
I think I gave one. I know I intended to.
No, I believe it. I could not have kept track of it. That was too much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not asking you to go research it. I'm just trying to remember off of my,
no,
old age brain. It's like, did I? I think I did. I know I wanted to, but
yeah.
But that was
other people.
That spin, the giveaway day, that wheel, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen, like in streaming history. I was going, that wheel was obnoxious.
I know. The font was so small. It was wild.
It's like, whenever it popped up, you're like, okay, I have to believe it because I can't see it. I can't see it.
You can't
Even though I think I put in the chat that I could see it, and I couldn't see it. And people believed that I could. I go like, yeah. It's like, oh my gosh.
But I waffled. Here's a little behind the scenes. I waffled for about 10 solid minutes the night before between like different images, wondering whether I should go with like the full background, so it's just the word, or the ones that had the little stripes, so that you could have
Right.
some sense. Ended up deciding on both, but that was a little behind the scenes struggle I had at one point.
Yeah. Yes. Skiller, you're right. You know why I know? Because you had to take them apart. Because I think I donated them all as I said it all as one
I
as
do
one
remember
grid.
taking
It was
those
like
apart.
right. I had the hat, a pet, and a hero, and you had to take it apart. I used the great technology that DFK gave us the ability to attach NFTs together and
Brilliant.
instead of bridge them and transfer them all together, and which is what I did.
Nice. Excellent
uh,
use of the tech, by the way. DFK innovating yet again. Quick plug.
yes, they are definitely innovators in this space, Web3 space. Like so many, probably more things than we even realize.
Certainly more than I realize. I can't understand half of the shit that comes out of Magnus's mouth.
Oh yeah. Magnus,
He's such
I know he's saying stuff that's really important and means a lot to me in the end, but I
right,
don't really know how. It's like, but
right.
I know he's really smart. I know he does a great job and things work.
No, but it's just the things he's talking about are just beyond me.
Beyond me, I was like, I don't know. Maybe KP will break it down for me later in his stream or it's like
Yeah.
something like that. But
Well, we need KP to get Brovia on and explain what it meant.
exactly. I'm like, yeah, that makes more sense. I get it now. You just gotta tell me 2, 3, 10, 20, 50 more times, and I'll get it.
Yeah. Hey, that puts you above average.
But before we go talk about the elephant in the room that everybody wants to talk about, I'm going to continue on the tournament. So, if you could have changed anything, any one thing, what do you think you would have changed?
Oh,
I
I
think
have
I
an
asked
answer.
ALP the same question, too honest, the same question.
I do think you asked that. I don't remember what he said,
And
but
that's what I'm trying to remember. Like, what did he say?
I think it was something to do with the affixes. But
Right,
I
right,
will tell
yeah.
you exactly what I've changed because I've thought about it many nights. I would have had a schedule for the whole thing, like specific
Yeah,
schedule,
yeah.
like because then it's like, oh, you can't make it, sucks for you. I didn't really feel comfortable saying that with how I'd set up the tournament
Right.
and making it very open and like being very accommodating. I should have just like set some times in advance, and then if you can make it, great, and if you can't, like
But
next
I think
time.
what you did in the end for the finals, where you had some people play if they couldn't make it, because
Right.
you did a point system, I think
Yeah, the point system
that
helped a
worked.
lot.
That worked. Or, I mean, it worked to get a final result. I don't know if it worked well for you,
No,
but
that did work well for me. I mean,
so like,
I did stay up till 2:30 my time, and then that's when I started watching O'Cool's games. But thankfully, Beeve stayed up with me, so
right.
he's a homie. We both watched O'Cool play through, and yeah, I was torn feelings because I was like, oh man, I don't want to have someone just racing a ghost and the ghost wins. But fortunately, I mean, it's kind of like serendipitous that I messed up Caracat and O'Cool in the semis because we got to watch a live game for like the
Right.
tournament, but then it's like, oops, oh
Oop.
no, sorry, the Ghost of O'Cool won. Our bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And Caracat was extremely gracious about all that. Just a quick plug for him.
yeah. I mean, Caracat, he's a top, well respected and a member of the DFK community and always a stand up guy and he's
Yeah,
got some pretty powerful heroes. That's for damn sure.
certainly.
He's
Certainly.
he's definitely one of the top players out there. If not, and probably in certain areas, probably the top.
I would say so.
I thought he was going to win going in, like with the 11. I looked at the names. I thought he was the number one, basically in my own head. the number 1 seed, even though he was in the round of 11. It was only 2 spots for the 5.
Yeah.
He
Well,
was
no,
in
I
that
had
group.
a feeling he was going to advance through the round of 11 too.
Right, yeah. I had a feeling as well. And then
Man, that was such a hard one to watch for Dags because it was like, all right, what's everyone's round count? All right, 54, 51, 92. Like, man. But his strategy almost paid off. With one of those two people use a potion, he would have advanced. So I mean, it was a
yeah,
risk. Yeah, it was a gamble, as he says. But
it
it was
was.
that did make it fun.
It
Having
did make
elements
it
like that.
fun. And now let's talk about the other elephant. How come I didn't win?
Oh
Felt like no, I mean it was all very legitimate, and
no,
I
you
really don't
had.
have a gripe. And it's like I lost by 1 round to
I
Danimal.
know. I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh my god.
It's like, are you kidding me? It's like
I,
that was just the luck of the draw, and then I know in my mind or in my head it was the fact that I got taunted twice by Mama,
yeah,
especially the second taunt. The first taunt was whatever. That was just kind of part of the normal flow. But when she
yeah.
taunted my knight the second time, I was
Like
like,
about
I was
to
trying to
kill,
get,
right?
I think I was trying to trigger the rampage, and it kind of
Mm.
it kind of pushed everything.
Yeah. That could push you back a few turns.
It pushed me
Totally.
back a few turns, and I got, oh my gosh, it's like, and that I think that was the difference for me, getting having 78. And so if we would have had the same number of rounds, what would have we would have just replayed
So
again?
so I actually mentioned this. I don't know if you saw it in the chat at one point. I was talking to Winston Jazz Hands, I think it was, and maybe one other person. And I was saying, look, there is the risk using this method that people end up with the same score and the same number of turns. But like, I'm just willing to bet that's not going to happen. And when I saw your score and Daniel's score, I was like, it almost happened. Oh, that was my first thought. It wasn't even like this person won. It wasn't going to fill the sheet. It was, oh my god, that thing almost happened.
It did almost happen. So close. I'm like, I wonder. Yeah, right, because it clearly it can't happen. And
Right. So
yeah,
yeah. If it didn't come up, I would have done the most like tyrannical thing possible and said, all right, run it back.
run it back. But yeah, we would have had if we had to run it back, we had to use a whole new set of
Yeah,
heroes.
it's a line change. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh my gosh. Oh my
you have
gosh.
to do an extra round over every other person in the tournament too. So whichever one of you advances has a disadvantage because of it. It's bad. Bad
Oh
solution.
man.
I don't like it actually, but then next time I will probably try to account for it. But the scoring, I think, in the next tournament will probably be a bit more varied in result because here we had 2 inputs and 2 kind of like multipliers applied to them.
Right.
So we had 3
Right.
for heroes and 2 for potions, and that kind of like produced like a predictable range of what the scores could be. But
Right.
for the next one, it's gonna have to come down to stone, right? Because number of potions doesn't really matter as much as the amount of weight you use, since the potions are kind of balanced against each other that way. Like I could use one really big potion, and the fact that you use 2 small potions, I'm actually the one using more stone weight.
Right.
And so the next one's probably going to have a bit more of a nuanced scoring system once I get a while to play with the weights of various items and see, in my opinion, what I think they should be scored at.
Right. If there should be just straight as weight or have some modifier to it.
Right. Yeah, you basically summed it up exactly what I was thinking.
Right.
Whether to do straight weight or put a modifier, like for the speed potion that the devs are telling us is broken, and they haven't lied yet, so I gotta try it.
It's like, yeah, I definitely want to try that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness. So you are you committing here right now that there will be another Void Hunt tournament?
Open-ended timeline? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, open-ended timeline, yes.
Yeah. So for
Open-ended.
sure, it was one of the most fun things I've ever personally hosted or done and put that much effort into. And it felt really awesome. Well, I mean, like just for like the sake of a community, I should say. I put way more effort into stuff for like putting food on the table, but I digress. But for like just arranging something for fun for a lot of people for all over the world, which is a part that made it really cool. We had people from
That
basically
is
24 hours of time zones. We had all the way back to Hawaii. There's just I don't know. Oh, I hit my headphones. I don't know if we had any participants from Asia, but I think that was like the only part of the world we were
right.
missing. It was all over.
Yeah, not that we don't have the players. It's just a
Right.
question of whether they were in the tournament. I'm not sure.
Right. I don't think so. Because
I don't
I mean,
think so.
I didn't
Yeah.
have to. I feel like I would have had to make some adjustments for them for time, like I did
Yeah.
for So I don't think so. But
That's
other than that,
crazy.
though, it was pretty all over the place. We had two people in two different European time zones unless I'm doing my math wrong. Sorry. Oh, cool. And Caracat. And then, yeah, like I said, Hawaii, and then all over the continental U.S. And I think even South America. I'm not 100% sure. But I also think some participants from South America.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was great. I had a ton of fun. I can't wait to figure out how to approach the next one and
Yeah, me too. I
how
mean,
crazy it can be.
well,
'Cause
are you trying to set up a segue? Because that sounds like a pretty good segue.
It's like because as you know, or as a lot of people know, coming tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, or at least that's when it pauses. It's 7 p.m. After 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, we will have a new Void Hunt. Yes,
Yeah,
people, if you have
baby.
not seen the patch notes, which I am somehow trying to get this on the stream, but I cannot figure it out for the life of me. But I will get something up there. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on a second. But because they also released, there also is a Medium article,
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken. And if I am good, if I can, I have too many tabs open. This is just basically the issue right now.
the life.
There's way, way, way too many tabs open, and I can't find out where anything is. Share this tab instead.
There we go.
And now I can't see where my StreamYard is. Okay, there we go. So
I always have to keep it in like a separate window. I alt tab over to it because otherwise I
yeah,
lose it too.
yes. The bad mother clicker is coming tomorrow.
Yeah, baby.
Oh man, and your Void Hunt basics. All heroes can answer the call. Heroes level 12 and up are best suited. Currently, we'll still have the 4 with the Knight, Archer, Priest, and Warrior as the ones with codexes in this Void Hunt for now. And we will have 7 brand new equipment items. These new weapons, weapon types, armor, and shields.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby is right. And the equipment found in the map, of course, will offer bonuses in this fight as well. And a new weapon has been added to the rewards of the Mad Boar.
I should have
So,
read this Medium article earlier. Yeah, okay. So they confirm shields. That's crazy. I was taking wild ass speculation, and it's
no,
written right there. I haven't even read
it's
it. I'm a victim of my own critique.
so new weapon will be available on the Mad Boar. I'm thinking it's going to be warrior related, which is the mace, is the one that he carries.
Ooh, I'd be cool with that. I like that theory. Yeah, that would
So
be a
because
cool
we have
one.
one for each codex type hero, and I think the other one will drop the two-handed weapon. The warrior can also. The warrior is very versatile as far as the different types of weapons it can actually use.
Yeah.
In comparison to a lot of other heroes. So it could be the two-handed weapon could also be is
That's what I
good.
want to do. I feel like there was an Excel sheet that they released a while ago that like listed the weapon types that each class could use.
Oh, let's hold
Am I
on one
tripping?
second.
Like ages ago, and I can't find it. I've wanted to look at that because I've been wondering, can warriors use two-handed
Hold
weapons?
on a second. I will get you that information.
Sweet.
But it's not user friendly display wise because it's for devs, but I will get it for you.
Yeah,
Hold on.
display.
Where it's like docs. This is what I want. That one. All right. Share this tab instead. And if I go down, this is the dev docs. And you can find some interesting information in here. One of which
Okay.
collections. I forget where it is. It not crafting. Combat items. I think this is it. No. I have found it. Like the other day, I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, what? Inventory items? No. It's not that. I'm getting there. Weapons. No, those are the scalers. Accessories. That, I'm so close. I know I am too. Oh man, chat's probably yelling at me right now.
Oh
No.
no.
Oh, here we are. Here we are.
Okay, yeah.
One-handed
Ooh, that's
axe.
cool. Warrior can use a two-handed axe. Right there, the next row.
Right. Warrior, two-handed axe.
Oh, this
Bow.
is great.
Archer.
Dev docs.
Bard. Spellbow. Dagger. Here's your
Yes.
5. So if
This
you
is
look up the
exactly what I wanted.
weapon,
Yeah,
you can see
okay.
what heroes. Now you just need a cross-reference of, if you pick the hero, what weapons can they do? Like
Right.
Legionnaire, like one of the weird ones was Legionnaire. The only thing I ever saw Legionnaire is one-handed spear, and that's it.
It's
You're like,
really
really?
interesting.
It's weird. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just one of the weird things that I noted. I'm like, Legionnaire only gets one weapon.
And the
But like the
Dragoon too.
one,
Also the two, or can they use something else aside from that spear?
who? Which
The
one?
Dragoon?
Dragoon, two-handed spear.
Es todo.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
There you have it. So
All
they
right,
can't
cool.
even hold a shield. They have a two-handed spear, and that's it. And then but like the warrior is all over the place. Like
Yeah. No, it really
mace,
can use almost anything. Dagger even.
dagger, two-handed axe, one-handed axe.
Oh, so
Very, very
versatile.
one-handed sword, two-handed sword. Like the other thing I found interesting is the seer cannot use a staff,
Whoa.
only a wand.
Only a wand.
It
Interesting.
was interesting. Now, of course, it's all subject to change. So, but that's what's there.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Worm. I appreciate that.
So I will go back to here. All right, and then there's bring your own potions. Yeah, no problem with that. And the power up,
Yeah.
thrifty.
I'm excited for this one.
So initial thoughts on the power up. So 500 jewel, and you could get up to 4 stone or less with a 50% chance.
Yeah, I think that's table stakes. I think everyone's gonna want that because
I think everybody's going to want. The question is the second tier for
yeah,
a
I'm
second roll with a 10% chance of any potion.
yeah, it's item. So the first thing that I think someone pointed out is like it's not even necessarily limited to potions. So there may be like an expansion of this power up down the line. But even ignoring that theory, I'm going for that second tier for two reasons. One, you have a chance to get like your super high stone weight potions back, and just even a 10% chance. If I've done a few hundred hunts, I'm like that's probably hitting a few times for me at least, and saving me crystal
Right.
along the way, saving me jewel along the way. And then and like my lock jewel ain't going anywhere, right? I'm one of those people who keeps re-compounding it, and I
Me
get
too.
more sea jewel, right? And so because of that, like I've got basically like I could choose to look at it like I could pay for this with all uh, interest that I've gotten back on the sea jewel, like in sea jewel terms, not like actual jewel, but you know what I mean. Just have
Right.
the extra sea jewel, and I think it's just a no brainer because the second roll and the chance to get the higher, there's any chance at all to get the more valuable ones. Because the second roll means you're going to get feel the first one more often because it'll like even if the first roll misses, you'll get a chance to get one of those back on your second roll, and you might get a chance to get two items back, which is like, well, those are going to feel like great ones. Basically, get to go again for free.
Right. Exactly. Especially if you're getting that, you use that swiftest potion and you get that back. You get that
Right,
for next.
right,
It's like,
yeah,
oh, or a full mana or full health. If you get
right,
one of those back, you go like, yes, that's
yeah,
what you want. You want it to hit one of the big ones.
right.
I mean, if you got two, I mean, of course, if you got a vial back, I mean, getting something back versus getting nothing back, at least you'll feel like it's it's working. And
And it'll be really obvious that it's working, right? Because it's like anytime you get something back, boom, there's the power up.
yes, what up, Eve? What's going on? Oh
What
yeah,
up,
I should say
Bubby?
hi to all those out in the chat world. Rubito and Dags and ADFK. I'm assuming that's Raf because he wants a question answered, but which we will get to. KP and
Ooh.
Mega. What's going on? Kupo, J Dub. Oh look, it's Stycks Intern, didn't it? It's like Jeremy, Skiller, I was always out there. Chris Smith, Red Pen, Red Pen. What's going on? Honk Honk, and we got Sarge, of course, and the Beeve coming into it. And Eric is also here. And I will be showing, I have a new giveaway or a new way to play the giveaway. It's basically, hopefully, I get to it. I was so busy reading this, I didn't really set it up the way I wanted to. So we'll see how it goes. But
These things happen. These things happen.
yeah, they dropped this huge bomb on me, and like, because I didn't know about it until you messaged me in Discord, and I go like, "What is it out?"
No, yeah, right.
It's like, oh my god! It's like, and I'm gonna be the first one to talk about it that I'm aware of on stream. It's like that's a
Oh
lot of
no,
pressure because
not my
Boxman's
opinion.
usually ahead of me, and I'm like, it probably have already been talked
Oh
about,
yeah, you got them like as a buffer. It's a good call.
right? And
I
I
see
go
what you're
like,
saying.
uh, I'm not prepared for this. It's like I am not prepared at all. I mean, I was prepared to talk about it generally with like a whole bunch of unknowns, but now
Right,
there's a lot of knowns, a
right.
lot more knowns than we did, several hours earlier in the day.
Yeah, I just one known that I want to make known is I really appreciate Franz, since you mentioned Bogside, reminding me to buy up a bunch of cheap warriors while people were just letting them go to steal. Because you know what? That's a sign that they're probably gonna get buffed. And I was right. And Franz was right. So thanks for that tip, Franz. I know
Yep,
that's totally how you intended it.
yep. And so let's get to that part. Let's get to the patch notes, people. Now I'm going to see if there is a way I can display this. I'm not really sure. I am. I mean,
We
if I
have a little battle going on in the chat. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have Maddie Pet saying "Let my people cheese," and then
yes,
Mellow Green Giant saying "No more cheese." Like this seems to be a divisive issue.
yes, there's been a lot of divisiveness. It initially started with um, Sarge and Dags recently. So like
Yeah.
And there was no villain, so he wanted to be the first villain. And then you have an antagonist all of a sudden.
Yes, yes. I have someone trying to dethrone me as the bloater because he saw that I threw
Bloater King.
he saw that I threw a good tournament for the Mythic squad, and he wants to throw an even better Pink Slips Duels tournament, is what I've heard.
Right. It's like it's so funny. And then now we got this cheese fight. I go like, what is going on?
Indeed.
Can't we all just get along? I
Well,
mean,
Maddie just wants to keep bringing low-level heroes in, and Mellow Green Giant is happy that he can't. And I don't know. I think I land on Maddie's side
yeah,
selfishly, but Mellow Green
yeah. Well,
Giant side
let's
virtuously.
talk like yeah. We're getting ahead of ourselves, of course, because some people may not know.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Patch notes. If gosh, if I could just. I don't know how I can display this with my thing.
Do you have the Discord in your browser?
No, I
That's what
have it
I
as an
do.
app. See, that's
Ah,
the problem. That's the thing. That's the problem. If I could, I'm gonna see if I can get it.
so yeah, you should. There's a button in the top right where they try to tell you to download the app, and it's just if you just hit open Discord, it should just open as the
Yeah, I just
browser.
gotta log in and do all this stuff,
I
and
know
it's
that
like,
annoying stuff.
ugh.
Uh,
It's like,
but then you'll have it. Then you'll have just the button at the top that says "Share this screen instead." This tab or whatever on
it
StreamYard.
does as soon as I get there. But yeah, I
Yeah,
just got
that's how I cope with streaming. Is I put it on my browser.
hold on. I'm gonna get there, people. I'm gonna get there.
Dax never does a
Excuse me.
login on stream. He says as if that's a flex. I'm curious what the flex is, Dax.
Did I get it? Did it?
Por favor, expand. Terrified to I see. Terrified to miss that passwords bar and start typing your password. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Okay. Yeah, I agree with Mellow Green Giant. The peasant heroes should accept their peasant roles.
All right, now I just gotta find it.
Eric, I don't think anyone is ready for all of the crying that's going to come tomorrow. I mean, I heard a billion archers cry out,
Yes, there's gonna be a lot.
but not luck archers. I'll tell you what, the new meta, luck build archers all the way, cap it out.
Patch notes, where are you? That's up top. Game updates. All right, people. Let's just start from the beginning. Let's just start. Let's just start from the beginning. So, can you see this well? Do I need to blow it up
So
more?
I think, is there a way to like move us all the way to the edge of the screen? Or I don't know,
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yes.
because it's just cutting off to like the first little bit of each row, which
Yeah.
is
That's
is
bad.
not
That's bad
unmanageable.
streaming. That's
Yeah.
it's bad streaming. We could hold on a second. I'm gonna do here's one. We could just remove us. We could just
No, I accept this.
so
Yeah.
like I'm just removing
Yeah.
I'm
So,
still
man,
scrolling. I'm still
yeah, this is the
scrolling.
thing. It's so
No, I
long.
went too far. All right. I'm gonna
No,
go.
you didn't. You didn't. You get the right
They
farthness.
said no. Like the date wasn't right. I
Oh
think
wait,
I
really?
went
Oh
too
no, yeah,
far.
you did go too far. My
I
bad.
did.
You're
I went
right.
too far. I'm gonna.
You went so far that I didn't even realize. Wow. Right.
There we go.
Today. There we go.
Good night.
Yes. Bueno. Bueno.
Bad both. Oh, jeez, my goodness. Okay, everyone. Let's see. And if I can, hold on. All right. Blind. Here are some new moves or new debuffs. Blind. We knew about this,
Yep.
and it persists until removed.
Yeah, that's just yeah, what do you think about that?
Uh, bring a priest,
Yep.
and hope like because you're gonna need the cleanse. Because
Yeah.
there's well, you can. Everyone, you need the anti-blind potion. That one. there is a potion for.
Right, but so I feel like in the dev demo, they at least then made it seem like the blind is as common in the Bad Mother Cluckers as the bleed is in the pores. And like
Right.
if you're getting blinded that much, you need a dedicated cleanse. You're gonna burn through all of your potions otherwise.
Yeah. Bring a priest and think about using the I usually was using the prayer of healing, which is the one that just heals. There's also a level 1 that does a cleanse, a little less HP, but I'll have the cleanse effect. So therefore you'll have a random, it'll be random, but the debuff goes away.
Yeah. And if you're using it frequently, right? I mean, random kind of loses its punch when there's only one option. So if you're
Right.
just getting rid of that blind every time, it's really, really useful.
Right. And if it is as often as we're surmising, then when the traits for the heroes go live and you have a cleanse, a free cleanse on some of your heroes, you're probably gonna, regardless of their class,
Right.
you might like that. You might just
Right.
like it. So confuse. Oh yeah. So this is 1 to 3 turns, 50% chance of attacking a random combatant. So I guess first you flip a coin, see what happens. Is it going to be
Right.
your intended target or a random target? And then
If random target, roll a 6-sided die. Right.
right, or whatever side of die of how many people are left. Can you
Right.
attack?
Yes. Well
Can
said.
you attack? That's a good question. If somebody was an enemy or
Yeah. Could you
a
target
hero,
when
but one of
dead
your party
committed?
members was fallen, could you attack that spot?
That's
Could
a
you
good
attack the
question.
P1, but the P1 is already dead? So does
Right.
that just a miss, or is it only live combatants?
I hear the talk site calling your name.
I think I that just literally just popped. And they might have even said, I just don't remember. But and we'll have the delay. Right now, we don't have. Do we? We don't have any codex moves that use delay currently, but new
Um.
heroes we should.
Yeah.
At least we surmise that it's going to be the seer. That is a big. That's where I'm standing on, and the seer 100% has delay. Um, so we'll see.
Seer 100% has it. Pirate, shout out to Maddie, has delay.
Pirate does have delay because of the Kraken. Is that
Yeah.
within the first 5?
No, it's a good point you raised there. It's not. It's definitely not.
No, but not that there's not a delay move that the pirate has that isn't is in the first 5 levels, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Retaliate. I thought we had retaliate already. Doesn't the no
Yeah. Yeah.
the knight
So
has riposte? It has riposte, right?
riposte, right? Exactly.
Right.
It's the same thing, different.
Same but different. Yeah, how
No,
is it
so
different?
riposte is like I'm doing a percent of your damage back to you, like a reflection, but for
Right.
physical damage. And retaliate is I am hitting you with my sword in retaliation for your strike. So it's like you're doing your own separate attack, kind of. If you think about Dungeons and Dragons, this is like the opportunity action, or what's it called? Like the action you can do when it's triggered by a condition, like an action you can do upon a condition. That's kind of what retaliate is doing. You're getting them because they are attacking you, and I don't know. I think retaliate's better, stronger
Yeah,
because
I
like
think retaliate's stronger and better. But I think riposte is automatic.
right. It's like a
Automatic
yeah.
damage, but while retaliate, you can miss because there is a degree of difficulty If
Right.
you are attacked and you have retaliate, and then let's say mama boar mama boar really can't. Let's say a baby boar attacked you. The second one, P2, attacked your knight at P1, and they had retaliate, and their weapon would only normally go to P1, but since they're in the P2 position, an added degree of difficulty is added for their retaliation, but they can still hit them, but it is added.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
it's out of their weapons range. So that is how it is determined. For each position outside, so if somebody from the back attacks you, but your range weapon only has a range of 1, and they're in P3, in addition, it says like D&D of 40 would be added. So it is there. So I think it can hit harder than riposte, but you can also miss.
Right. I agree. And Maddie's saying that riposte actually takes away damage done to you. But I don't know if that's true. I mean, I believe him, but I don't know if it's true.
Oh, all right. No, I thought it was a.
I'd have to go.
Like I thought it was like
docs.
I'm rubber and you're glue, kind of like it's me, it bounces off, it sticks to you.
Right.
I
just tried to type wowie.com into my browser and it did not pull up the super spec sheet. I don't know.
No, there's something wrong with your browser.
I know.
You got to get a new browser. And then there's the time bar, which it's been talked about many times already. I'll skip over that part. And BYOP, which talked a lot about that. And we've already talked about and the raffle.
Big.
At first they talk about the double drop week. Celebrate the release. They're kicking off. During the first week, a bad mother clucker will have a double drop chance for Mokasha or Moksha, however you choose to pronounce it, tomato, runes, void shards, and equipment. That will last a week. So March 6th. So get out there because double drop rates. It's like it, we gotta get that stuff, especially those runes, man. I need to level up my heroes, something fierce. And then also the clay raffle, which the team has mentioned several times, for 25 days. They're going to have 3 winners.
So this part's cool. It's like 2,000 clay a day.
Top prize is $1,250. Another prize is $500. Another is $250. So 3 levels of clay winners. This is on top of the 1,000 crystal.
Right. It's wild.
That's a lot.
So much you can do. Like, imagine if you got the 1,200 clay and the 1,000 crystal on the same one. Right? Because I feel like they're not exclusive. I mean, the clay ones might, right? Because there's 3 winners for clay. But then there's no reason you couldn't win the clay and the crystal, is my understanding.
I think you could win
like one of the clay options and the crystal option. Yeah. That's what
I think you could win all of the clay options, just your one raffle. Like, say, if you had 3 raffle tickets, your one ticket would be taken out, but the other 2 are still there. Because you get one raffle ticket for each.
That's a good point. You raise a good point.
So you could win some if you play 4 hunts, win 4 hunts in that 24-hour period, then you have the potential to win all the prizes. Now it'd be very hard with only 4, but you're able to.
Yeah. That seems awesome and wild, and I can't wait to see Skiller do it.
Skiller's going to do it. Skiller's winning 2 prizes in the same day.
Yeah.
We can already write it down. I'm like, he was the first person to win it 2 days in a row.
No, you can put the the record book together and just leave the date blank for now. It'll get filled in.
Exactly. He's got 25 days. I'm sure he'll do it. Now, the question is, like, how long would it take us to get to a half decent win rate? Bad mother clucker. Like,
well, so I mean, let me pose a question back to you. How much weight do you put on Workhorse et al. Saying that they want people to have a 5% win rate at launch? Do you think they're being realistic?
I put a lot of weight into that. Okay.
Yeah,
They
were pretty spot on with the 25.
It's like he is. Yeah, he said he's been more Slytherin.
No, that's a good pickup. I remember that. You're right. I had forgotten that moment.
Like he is trying to be more evil. And he's made comments over the course of the last 6 months or so of little evil statements as far as like our gameplay.
Yeah, he's been spending too much time like in the back room with Hubert cackling. Hubert's just been teaching Workhorse the cackle.
Right. And I think for some reason I believe that that he's the Workhorse is the real evil one, and Hubert, he's the one that's holding him back, like being the voice of reason. Who's the voice of reason?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Between the two,
because I don't know.
Or Workhorse. I think it's it's Hubert. Yeah,
it's gotta be Hubert.
It's not Workhorse. Workhorse is the one that's just like, let's do this. And you go like, no, you can't do that. Like,
yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. And when you lay it out that way, I find your rationale very persuasive.
Like, yeah, it's like, how if right? He'll come up with the most fantastical things. Like, how if like, poison works triple as fast, quick if it's or something like that. And you're like, how if they just like have the chicken pluck them out of the sky and throw them over the tree?
It's WoW's two-phase fight, but instead of them being in the air, they throw you in the air.
They throw you in the air.
Fall down.
Right. You get one good bow shot, and that's about it. And then you're dead. Oh man, but yes. And I think it was Franz. Franz was right. The two-handed speed modifier.
Right. Yeah, it was Franz who said that. Okay. Yeah, the slow.
Yes, but everything, it's like it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he said it, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Why wouldn't it be? Like, what other modifier would there be? Like, it slows you down. You're doing more damage, but you're slower. I go like, well, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Right. It could just exhaust you after every turn.
Right. So, and the reduction of gold from 1,000 to 500. I mean, you're gonna probably be spending 1,000 anyways for one team, because I'm sure a lot of people will try to do both. Do both the boars and the mother clucker.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna be trying to do it.
I'm gonna try
honing down to a few teams to do both every day.
Yeah. The question is, how many retries will it take on the bad mother clucker?
I'm telling you, man. What you have right now on the screen ruins the plan that I had for getting, like, just learning what the mechanics were. Even I was gonna go in with a 19, a 10, and a 1, or like whatever math got me to 36. I remember I did it right before, but I'm doing it for 30 right now.
They listen to you. And
I know.
It's like we don't want that to happen. That's not what we intended. And what they did was, whatever the base level for those who are not reading or just listening, that for boar hunts, and which is a base level 10, and for bad mother clucker, which is base level 12, regardless of what level hero you bring in, if you bring in someone that's a level 10 or lower, as far as calculating the monsters, the boards, or the rock box that you'll fight, anybody at that base level, regardless of their actual hero level, will be, oh God, I'm explaining it completely wrong, will be that base level. Meaning, like, if you brought in a level 8 hero, as far as calculating what monsters level the monsters are going to be, they're going to be look like a level 10 hero. So negating the advantage that you were getting by combining a very low level hero with some very high level hero.
Mm-hmm.
It just wipes it out. Like there
Mm-hmm.
is a floor. So every hero's floor level will be 10, regardless of what their actual level hero, what their actual level is in the fight. As far as
Right.
calculating the level of the fight, which is aka the level of the monsters, the boards, and the rock box, it will start at that level 10, and then for rock box, it'll start at 12. So if you
Right.
bring in a level 11 hero, they're going to look like a 12 when they do the math to figure out what level you're fighting against,
Precisely.
which does suck. But I
Yeah.
understand why they did it. But
Right.
it does
It's
suck.
one of those things that's like, I feel so targeted. And this is actually what Maddie was referring to when he said, let there be cheese.
Yeah.
Because he's so sad about this. And I am too, honestly. This does ruin a
It
lot of
is
like
sad,
my
but
easy, mindless play.
this does place more importance on them getting out the scrub hunts out quicker.
Yeah, right. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Because
You
now,
need some stuff I can grind for that
right, it's
XP.
like
It's
now
easy,
you're
mindless.
getting your, there's no love for the 1 through 10s anymore. Even if sure, you could bring them in,
Right,
especially
but it's
if
just not. They don't do anything. They don't even help you at all.
they don't help you
It is a true carry.
with the math, and you're like,
Right, right.
but if you have a level 9 that hits like a level 12, maybe you'll still bring them in, maybe. But
Yeah, I mean that's fair. In that situations, yeah, that's fair. I get that. I don't know. I just feel
but
like responsible for this because I made that level restriction rule for the tournament,
yeah, well, yeah.
and they were like, "That's a good idea."
I have a feeling they were thinking about this beforehand.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
I'm
sure.
sure, like,
I am
because they
self-aggrandizing to
saw
a
what
fault.
they see the statistics of the heroes that we bring in and everything,
Right. They
and
see everything.
they see everything, which I'm glad they do, because I mean we want them to make the game great, or keep the game
Yeah,
great. And if you're not reviewing what the players are doing, then you won't be able to. So
you're gonna have a bad time.
you're gonna have a bad time. We're gonna break it, and people are gonna just walk away. And the mace has gotten an adjustment. Just a bump up on the damage, which 30. I don't know if that'll make that much of a difference. I have no idea. And now here are some of the class changes. You Archer lovers are not gonna like it.
Yeah, the Archer fans are not gonna
The
like
Archer
it. I
fans are
mean,
not gonna like it. But
hey, but there's good news.
dude, good news.
Priest is a total buff. Only buffs for the priest, and that's the community's second favorite hero. So,
Right. Only one.
right,
Only one, but it was unstoppable as a duration of 2 turns instead of 1.
which is
Which
pretty big.
that's big. It is big.
Yeah,
Because it did feel like it expired pretty quick. Like 1 turn just doesn't seem that
yeah.
long.
Well, it
It
just
just
doesn't
doesn't
give you
seem that long.
enough like time to use it as like a setup or an anticipation of
Right.
something that you see coming. You really just have to get lucky that you're in the right slot, right, in
Right.
the turn order for it to matter. And the 2 feels a lot less like totally controlled by RNG. You have some ability to anticipate, in my opinion.
So, yeah. So I think I never really used freedom all that much as for the priest. maybe it'll make me a little bit more likely to use that, especially since I believe fear pushes you.
Right.
So if you have this, then I guess the fear doesn't, the push part of fear shouldn't.
Well, I think fear as a whole wouldn't apply to you at all. Would it? I would think no fear. Like, you don't even have the restriction on physical attacks, which is the other aspect of it.
Well, then priest with freedom will be all over, all throughout.
Well, let me just confirm whether WoWie has something different for Unstoppable. But I think Workhorse pulled this straight out of Heroes of the Storm.
And if that's true, then freedom is going to be a skill that's going to be used quite often.
It cannot be affected by negative status effects. Yeah, so I think it would be this: the entirety of fear would be negated.
Oh boy. Yep. Well, I'm feeling I just figured out part of my meta for the rock bucks.
It's like they just lay it out right here.
They just laid it right out. They're like, oh yeah, and I'm unstoppable for 2 turns now instead of 1. So therefore, I'm bringing a priest. Everybody, I'm bringing a priest. Okay.
Even I intend to bring a priest.
You're gonna bring one?
Yeah, I mean, I have to. You watched that gameplay presentation. I can't have blinds. The fact that they persist forever, in my mind, makes the priest like not even an option. Like, yes, I think people will be able to beat it without priests after like a week, maybe even first week, whatever. But I really just think any negative status effect that persists indefinitely until dealt with requires a healer, because I don't want to rely on my potions for that. I like to use potions to be agile and versatile and respond to the game. And like, if something's going to be coming at me that predictably as part of the mechanics, I don't want to put my main response to it in my like agile, flexible potion set. I want that to be in my team composition that I'm bringing in on the front end. So I think that I need a priest in that situation.
And I think a priest really does open up your ability to use probably what I'll call French potion, more like the swiftest potion. You're more likely to use it if you have a priest, because you have the health side covered.
Mm-hmm.
They can take care of your you got to keep them alive so that none of those negative status effects hit you for long. But now it opens up your whole inventory. You're bringing a priest,
right?
So you're doing your tournament without a priest for the project. I think people will really, that would really hurt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what was that? Which effects was called? What was that called?
Mortal.
Yes, mortal would be bad. Would be real bad. Could be real bad in the mother clucker.
Absolutely, I think it will be. I think it'll be painfully difficult with it.
It'll be very, very difficult. Oh man, but good news for the archers. Some of the stuff that they debuffed also cost less mana. But
hip hooray!
Shot. Each additional hit on the same target deals 20% less raw damage than last. So that's decreasing the amount. Repeating shot now goes from 1.5 times attack to 1.4. Additional bonus drops. Multiplier drops as well. Barrage, again, stuff is just being reduced. It's reduction. Debuff. Just nerf.
Wait, so go back up really quick. I want to get your opinion on this. What do you think of that twin arrows change? What is your opinion on that? What's your initial reaction to that? I want to hear Sir Worm's ideas on it.
3 point. I didn't even use twin arrows. Maybe I used it once or twice.
Who's the only person you've ever heard of using the channel build?
That was Hubert.
Right. And who makes the changes? My first thought when I looked at this was Hubert is a masochist. He's nerfing his own build that literally
he is. Surfing is open. Like I never even used twin arrows. Even when I did use
it's
the
strong.
channeling, it was the right. It was
So I like to do a build where well, I mean I don't think I will like it in the new patch, not gonna lie, but it was multi-shot, shroud, rapid shot, dead aim, twin arrows. And
yeah,
it's like you go the multi-shot, rapid shot combo until the at least one of the headbutts is out, and then you do the dead aim twin arrows combo, and you do a shitload of damage with that twin arrows combo if you can get it off. And, because you use dead aim, you're drawing out the one remaining headbutt. So you have a guaranteed window for using twin arrows as long as you don't get dazed on that one hit. But
right.
it's risky, obviously, still. But that's the least risky I could make it when I was trying to play around with it.
Oh yeah, that headbutt. Oh god, just makes me think about those little baby boars. I just want to kill them right now. The knight, the mighty strike has been reduced, so nerfed there. Decreased physical defense gain for shield up. Amnesia is increased for their tier 5s, so the knight took a little bit on the chin. And on the flip side,
Yeah, baby.
the warrior, which I prefer the warrior over the knight. And I'm going to ask you a question. They changed gladiator to tier 2. I skipped right over to tier 1.
No worries. You're good.
Like I know you typically like to do what, gladiator straight gladiator,
Yes.
or do you, or sometimes you did war cry, but you use the
Yeah.
gladiator as your tier 2
Yeah.
instead
Very
of
frequently.
hitting, increasing your hit points. It is now increasing your basic attack damage.
Yeah. I actually really like this change.
It
Um,
makes it
it differentiates the builds more. So because I felt
right.
like this build felt like kind of like a half tank, half damage, right? Like a
Right.
bruiser kind of thing. But now it's like there's the tank build, and this is like this should be a lot more damage when you do the damage build because of this basic attack buff and how that impacts the rapid onslaught, like that main move. All right,
Yeah.
it's really big, and one hidden aspect of this is when you use the cleave at the 15
Uh,
tier,
yeah.
that drops your damage by like 15% or something like that. Now you're getting most of that back if you pick Gladiator, which
Right.
like sure if you're using Gladiator without the cleave, like that'll feel even more strong, but I think it'll be something that makes the cleave feel better than it does currently.
Yeah, look at this. And Bloodthirst got a little bit of a boost, which I
Yeah, I'm
think
very
is
pleased by
needed.
that. Yeah.
And so, like, you get additional lifesteal if they're bleeding. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that will make it. Now, I think the decision is harder between Gladiator and Bloodthirst.
I agree, but like in a good way, right?
In a good way,
Technically they're
right?
both
Yeah, you're
syncing.
like,
Yeah.
okay, do I want to try to get the HP, or do I want to?
Or am I
Do
just
I
murking this
want
fool?
to hit harder? Do I just
Yeah.
want to hit harder? And Whirlwind look like, instead of being exhausted, you have amnesia.
Right. Well, so I think this is a lot of changes that are designed to really do one thing, right? Kind of give you the feeling that you're exhausted as far as like the loss of initiative and the slow, but without the loss of your next turn.
Right. Right.
So I think it's a good change. I think it does make Whirlwind a lot better,
It
honestly.
does, right. Yeah, because I think people were not choosing Whirlwind as their tier 3.
No, not I mean, not unless you're
Other
Dreamer
than
running troll
Dreamer,
comps.
unless you were a Dreamer.
Yeah.
Dreamer liked
Yeah.
Whirlwind, but I didn't like
No,
Whirlwind.
sir.
Gruff, like, I love Gruff. I love, this is
Hey, I'm totally cool with this change. Like, I don't
like,
see the
like
point.
they made it stronger.
Like, no, this
Okay.
is one like I really don't understand this change. Like you're giving it a little more damage, but it already has more than the knights, right?
Right. I was like,
Are you trying to encourage me to snipe the back line with my warrior? Is that what this is
right,
for?
right. And then they're like, and then they debuffed or they nerfed Mighty Strike, which was on the same level as the. So basically, the best physical move I thought for the knight was Mighty Strike, and they nerfed that one, which is also the one that's on the same level as its taunt. So now you're just pushing me to take the taunt for the warrior versus.
Right.
I guess they tried to make the taunt a little bit more appealing by decreasing Mighty Strike on the knight, but not really.
Yeah, I mean that
I'm
mighty
doing
strike
a
nerf
lot.
is pretty marginal too, right? It's like
Yeah,
okay, the 5% damage bonus difference. Like so that's what you can translate to 5 to 10 damage at most for most of them in a hit. Like, that's not that big. Unless you have some super beefcake archer like some people have,
right.
but I'm speaking for average here.
But that's like, oh my gosh, like your gruff. Like, I love it. I was smacking Mama. I would smack him. And maybe you get the mace, and like the mace has a chance to daze, and like
Yeah.
daze her, possibly even depending, or if you had the gore blade, bleed her. And now you're giving me more damage?
More of that?
More?
Me?
Yeah, 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 yes, yes. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like this is still, I'm still not using whirlwind because I'm still taking gruff.
Right.
I'm
That
taking
was basically where I was landing with it. It's like, look, you can make Whirlwind a lot better, and I'm still picking the taunt over it.
it's like, well, I'm still picking gruff. I'm still picking it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been ignoring the chat. I am sorry, chat. It's like I've been like deep. I like felt like I fell into this whole game update.
You really,
But
really, really fell into your lap here.
oh my gosh, punish. I haven't really used punish, which is on the
So I
bloodthirst
think
side.
this is a good change to it. It it felt like a waste of a turn when you were using it without the combo, and I think this is meant to make it feel like still punishing for using it without the combo, but not so shitty because you do
Right.
need to use it
Yes,
to
that's
set up
what
the
it was.
Warcry
Like
silence, which they also buffed. So like I would want to use it without the bleed combo sometimes, but just because it felt so bad even when it hit, I didn't like doing that, and I ended up switching away from that build on the warrior.
I totally, yeah. Like my warrior build was very, for the most part, it was limited. Maybe if I did a bloodthirst one, I used what's their level 3? Is it I forget what the level 3 one is for the bloodthirst one. Sometimes I use that, but
I forget the name, but it's the blue one.
the blue one, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
it Rend? Rend? Is that right? I
Brutal
can't
Rend
remember.
maybe does sound familiar. I could look. I am just
Yeah.
staring at my archers here. I can put myself to use.
No, that you don't have to look. But that is it for the updates. Like, it's like gore weapons are flying off the shelves. I'm sure they are. Like once announcements come out, things start to move. Things will move. I wonder, has there
You were
been
right.
much action on potions? I don't even know. Like, it's happening, folks. It's happening.
Shit is this happening.
It is happening. But that is it for the updates. Sorry, like I went way, way long. And
Hey,
I got really into it.
no,
Uh
this is good.
which is what happens with this game. It
Yeah,
just happens to me. And I'm sure it probably happens to you.
quite a
I,
bit.
I just go like, oh my gosh, and I start thinking of what you need to do and everything else, and okay, people. What I wanted to also do was I wanted to have a new, but I didn't totally set it up, but I'm going to see if there's a way I can make it work. But I am trying to find, I have a new giveaway. I thought I downloaded it. I cannot find it. Oh, here we go. Of course, my thing is in the way. Play, profit, or pit.
I love it.
Tried to, the old F Mary kills, very similar.
Yeah. Play, profit, pit.
So play, profit, or pit. And so
Yeah.
what I would do is spin for a hero. Somebody would win, and that person would get, and I would spin the hero and play, which basically means they keep the hero as is, whatever hero they get. Profit.
Okay.
Profit is they say, no, I have a money wheel, and you can win from, basically I was doing from a base of 100 crystal, but you know what? I could actually just bring up the wheel. I have that one created. Profit wheel. And it went from 1 crystal to, I gotta take the overlay off, don't I?
Nice. Yeah, there we go.
1 crystal to 500 crystal. Instead of the hero,
That's
you
pretty
decide to
sweet.
profit. Now,
that's pretty sweet. I like it.
But there's only one instance of 500. There's one instant of 1 crystal. Most of them are like, I think 100 is the one that's the most popular. And then as you get increase in number or
that makes sense.
decrease in number, the number of instances decrease. There's 20 different levels or 20 different pie slices. I could get you the actuals. Like, I think there's 1 crystal, 1 25 crystal, 4 50s, like 6 100s, 4 200s. I think there's 2 300s and a 500. I think that's somewhere around there.
That's right.
I have it right here on the left. Like 6 100s. Nice. I actually wrote it down. 2 300s, 1 crystal, and 1 500 crystal. So you can, that person say, like, you know what? I'm going to go away from the hero and I'm going to choose profit or the pit. And then what will happen is they take that hero and I spin the hero wheel again. And whatever that hero is those 2 heroes mashed together. And
this sounds really fun.
Now, what the problem was is I was trying to go through my heroes to actually pick the 20 heroes to put on the wheel to start it, but then this dropped.
I see.
And I hadn't had a chance to go through all my heroes and put which heroes to put on there, because I was going to do, like, I had picked out like 4 rare level 12 heroes, so 1 of each of the codex. And then I was going to change in level and rarity to have 20 different heroes altogether, all codex heroes, but it could be very different variations of, like, you could get a mythic hero, but it could be a level 1, or you could get, you could get a common hero, but it could be a level 17 hero, like, and I hadn't had a chance to really flesh out which heroes to put on the wheel.
Yeah.
I could try to finish it real quick.
Yeah, Go for it. I'm nearly done setting up a dark summon of my own. I just got to send the stone over.
Yeah, so
I can do that while you finish setting up the wheel.
Yeah, the major issue is that I have to use my spreadsheet with all my heroes on it, and it messes with my stream when I use the spreadsheet.
I
Like
see.
stuff
Like your screen just in
flickers and
general.
stuff. So like usually I have it. Yes, my stream just in general. Like this thing's
Yeah.
so huge and cumbersome. Like
I see.
StreamYard doesn't like it.
I see.
But I don't know how else I'm going to be able to figure out.
Well, if you want to put me up on the screen and stop sharing your screen to see if that does some little bit to help while you're setting it up, because I have a dark summon here just for Beeve's pleasure.
Yes.
All right, sweet. So what I got here, these are 2 floor warriors that I bought, flooriers, and I got them to level 12 here. They both have 5 summons, which is nice because their baby dark summon is going to have 4. And I got here Vit on both of them on the Gaia's Tears, right? Might Stone coming in hot. And we'll just pump this rarity up. How many crystals do I need for that? 260? I think I got it. I think I have enough Gaia's Tears. But yeah, we're going to burn these and hope I don't have enough crystal. Oh, it's okay. I can fix that from mobile, so I don't have to change the screen. But yeah, what we're going to do here is hope for just a really viable warrior to play out this new patch that they've unleashed upon us. Because we're going for the level 12. We got the stone. We got the Vit. And life is looking good. So once I get my crystal here from the marketplace in just a moment, I'm sending the transaction right as we speak. Then I will make this dark summon happen. And Worm, I gotta say, your Pit Mary Kill show sounds quite awesome. I know that wasn't what it was, but your analogy just stuck in my brain better.
Yeah. Yes. No, I appreciate it. I was hoping to put a little bit more fanfare, but I got usurped, and gladly got usurped because I would gladly step to the background for what we did get from the team.
Yeah, it was so much. Such a long set of notes. Oh my God. It took a while to go through, but it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to consider.
But I think, I know a lot of people aren't going to read it, so I figured let's do it. And
oh yeah. No one's going to read it. You just know it.
For it. Oh, and I have to bring up Raf's question too. I forgot.
Okay, yes.
So I promised Raf we would address his question.
Mythic vibes on this dark summon, baby.
Mythic vibes.
I just won a strength crystal set too, so I got all the average crystals that I need. Just really try to make this guy a strength beast. Oh, he comes out at night. Ladies and gentlemen, I got rugs. I didn't get a warrior. It's common. It's like it's not that bad of a rug because it's like a strength and bit, still good, but like it's not what I wanted.
Still good, but right after we just like really talked about our love for the warrior over the night, it just like that's how the pit says like, yeah, you may love it, but you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it.
Ooh, do I just like rage dark summon again though? Okay.
Yes, because I'm still looking here.
Okay. If you insist. So I was really tempted not to do this one, but like look how bad this archer is. Just look at it. It's so bad. Not you necessarily. That was mostly for the audience. But I also really don't love Kaithis down here. But she's got a Dark Knight subby and an advance. So I kind of want to use her for summons. You have no summons. So you're going in the pit. And then I just filter. There we go. Elowen. Look at her. She's just so bad. Oh, 585 health at level 15. 541. Dear Lord. All right. All right. We got the plus 40 tier bonus on the dex. Oh, to acquire a dex stone or not. Yes. Yes, to acquire one. I'm gonna get like a monk. I just know it, but it's okay. I would be okay with monk, but I just know it's not gonna be what I want. 40 jewel. This is the way things go. Beef, I hope you're out there. Warrior subby is nice. No, I like the knight, Beef. Don't get me wrong. It's like I just need a second to come to terms with it. Okay. It wasn't my warrior that I wanted. But yeah, I'm getting rid of Eritrix. He's been a bane upon my wallet since like the day he was born. One of my third, fourth heroes ever. Never leveled up well. Like he would consistently just level poorly. Really always just made me mad. Now today he burns. And hopefully with Elowen, who started off as a decent hero when she was at 10, but got progressively worse from 10 to 15 to the point where I have been just dying for her to hit 15 so I could pit her. She's getting so pitted right now. So pitted. Oh, first time using a finesse stone, I guess, in the pit. I guess I've only used a greater finesse. How funny. Redemption arc. Yeah. Send me mythic vibes, Beef. I mean, I'm still going to use all of those strength stone on it, and that knight's going to be a beast. So don't get me wrong, Beef. Don't get me wrong. Here we go. 2 fell in. Only 1 may return. Forever altered by the bubbling pools. Ooh. Beeve is cooking up some aubergine. Not to be... Ooh, there's a cooldown. No. Yeah, that's better. Let's go, Beast Archer. Let's go. Let's go, Mythic vibes. I don't have a Mythic Archer, believe it or not. I've only got Legis, Rares, Commons, Uncommons, mostly Commons. Here we go. It's cracking, ladies and gentlemen. Get cracking. Crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack. Thief. Thief. Dexterity's not bad on a thief. It's just yet again not what I want. Oh, but we hit the stun in the elite. That's dope. So yeah, all right. This thief will do well. Will do well by me. I got a level 15 thief.
Oh, nice. And I have a feeling thief is not that far away.
Yeah, right. I kind of get it. The Dust Divider here. I've never seen that last name. That's pretty good. Is gonna do me well. And it's a pure thief, which is nice. I mean, let's see what other thieves I've hit recently that are unstoned. But I have hit some cool ones. I hit this guy the other day, 10 of 10. Love that
Nice.
thief. This guy's pretty good. Nah, wait, take it all back.
It's been an hour and a half. Thank you for sticking with me this long, Stycks Intern. As soon as they released it, I had a feeling this was going to go a little bit longer than I had originally anticipated. And I'm glad you could stick it out with me.
Of course. Beav is talking about vacuuming. So how's it coming on your end? Nice, there it is.
There. I'm getting there. I just I have to where? Oh, shoot. I just gotta get to
So what's the
like
first option again? It's profit or pit, and then what's the first one?
play. Play is basically you get to play with the
Play.
hero. Therefore,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
keeping
yeah.
the
Got
hero.
it. Yeah,
So
yeah. No, that was, yeah. I forgot the
that
keyword
is
for it. Cool.
how this is going to work. That is the profit wheel. I have to open up a different wheel. Well, actually, I need a new wheel.
Man, I can't believe I just had 2 of those in a row. I'm not upset though, because I wasn't gonna use either of those archers. Here we go. Okay.
All right. Those are that's number. Then probably should have got rid of the numbers. Like, but do need an identifier.
Yeah, I
That's
get that.
what it is. Make it not so crazy. Now, what I will say is, I was just randomly looking at stuff in my wallet or wallets. I don't know what skills they have or basically what I generally know the levels. I think when I do this the next time, I'll definitely take more care as to which heroes are actually on here. So I can say there are at least one of each hero of a level 12 or higher.
That sounds good.
And and that's all I can say. That's all that's all I can say.
Worm,
Mm.
I must abandon you. My wife is sending me texts. You know what she texts me when she wants me to come stop streaming? She texts me honk. I shit you
That's
not. And it's not nothing to do with the meme coin. It's just that she just really likes the Untitled Goose Game.
nice. Nice. No, if you
Yeah.
need to leave, I know this, like I said, this ran over way longer than I anticipated.
Yeah, thanks for
Ooh.
having me. Good luck with the Wheel of Names. I really like the play, pit, profit, and not in that order. It's definitely pit, pit, pit all day, as Beef says. But yeah, I really like this game, and I'll try to watch it. Peace out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, once again, thank you. Thank you for going through the whole updates. And yes, and I can't wait to have them on again. Now, is everybody ready? Once again, I'll explain it. This is what we're going to be doing is pit, profit, play, profit, or pit. That is this play, profit, or pit. I just got to change that so that my logo is not covering the word. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick 2 winners, or we'll see how long this goes. At least, so somebody wins, and do we get to spin their hero? Or vice versa. I'm not sure which order I'll do, but copy this, and you get a hero. That you get to decide. The winner gets to decide whether they're going to keep it, play, trade it in for a crystal, and they will spin to see how much crystal they win, profit, or if they want to combine it with another hero on this same wheel and throw them in the pit. If they Now, if the person who wins is not here, they will automatically just get play, and that will be it. The other 2 options will be off the board. So you can still win if you're not here, but you won't get a choice. So let's go Let me save this one. I want to save it. Let's see. Pit Heroes. We'll just call it Pit Heroes for now. It's not exactly what I want to call it, but all right. I have to open. Oh, and I got to close Discord because it's making those crazy like sounds. It's driving me bananas. This is the one we use for everybody that showed up. Again, thank you. I'm sorry that I was not reading the chat, especially at the end, because I was too busy reading. You can't read two things at once. I'm bad. I'm totally bad at this. Wow. I'm going up to the top to try to get everybody's name, and I just keep going and going. All right, Ramiro, Dax. Yes. So, we never did get to answer Ra's question. His question is basically, I had it up to basically, I'm going to try to find as I'm adding the names, I'm going to try to answer it as well. I want to find his questions. So a bunch of heroes, level 10 through 13, and I've been trying so many different hero groups and combinations and realized many of my dudes are sucky. What is your target first and second most important stat value per class? For example, knights level 12 need to be 700 health. That I thought about it a little bit, and I'll again preface this. I was thinking about it, and then I saw the updates, and my mind went elsewhere. So, as far as what I do for the heroes and what they're best at, what's number one for knights? I would say HP. Um, but it's like per level, depending on their level. Now, what I did was for my heroes is I have a column that says HP per level and MP per level, so I can see like what their averages in comparison to each other. So I would just lean towards the ones that were higher, regardless of their level. So I wasn't really looking at their overall. I mean, I would look at their overall, but since I was comparing, you know, all my nights together, I was just looking at their average, and I closed that spreadsheet because, like I said, when I use it on stream, oh no, I didn't. I thought I did. It makes my stream go wonky. So for like nights, like I tried to get the best of everything, and I really started to use it. I put these columns in when I was doing the tournament because depending on what the criteria of the affix was, I wanted to stress a different attribute. Like when I wasn't able to use potions, or you only use one potion, I wanted to make sure the MP I was using my higher MP characters for that particular affix because I wanted to be able, you know, regardless of whether it was archer, priest, or knight or whatever, I wanted them to be on the higher MP level that would sacrifice HP a little bit of HP if I had to, because I wanted them to be able to still do moves, do more moves without using a potion. So it gets a little tricky. For knight, I would say it was, even though I should say endurance, it was all about HP and strength for the most part. But you had to have a minimum dex because having your knight miss repeatedly is just so frustrating. So I wanted my knight to have at least 20 decks. For warrior, it was a little more, probably some of the same, but they have a better dex growth. So I was focusing a little bit more on their agility as well. Like, so I'm not really answering your question. And I am totally not filling in the thing. I gotta try to do two things at once. And I for warrior, it was a little bit of agility, dex, but that one's hard. Warrior's hard. Archer is all about was about luck and dex for me. I'm gonna over 30 decks and try to get over 25 luck, if not more. Priest, it was all about mana and wisdom. So, like, it's hard to say because I was always looking just at my top end heroes, and usually they were good. I, I'm going to do a little bit more research before I fully answer your question, but that's generally like wisdom and mana for priest, dex and luck for archers, probably strength and dex for a warrior, and probably HP and strength for a knight. I don't worry about endurance all that much. Skiller, Chris. Yeah. Since this is running long, I'm probably only going to be able to do this once. Originally, I was going to try to do 2 giveaways, but I am running out of steam. It is already past midnight my time. So we'll see how this goes. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. And I know I'm missing all the comments because I'm at the top. I scroll all the way back to the top. Wagme. Thanks for coming. Mellow. And Jeremy, I think I already got you. Yep. Beeve, I got you. Dags, I got you. Maddie. Shoes. Everyone, thank you for coming to listen to my stream. I know I probably went in a little too deep on the updates, but I was just so fascinated. Yeah, I am butchering your name, and I know it. I could feel myself butchering it, and I'm sorry. Oh, did I put Stycks Intern in? Two both in there. B. Skiller, Eric, B. Vanny, Eric Stycks, Rubito. I know you're in there. Eric, Bella, Tag. I think I'm getting to the end. KP, Diddle, Sniper. I'm just going to put you as Sniper, just so you know. And a Koopa 2. Do you mind? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Ben Force. Look at that. Not to be confused with Ben Friend. Two different people. Dave, hello. There's just been a lot going on in the chat, and I have not been two noobs. I think I figured out my problem, two noobs, and I think it's a I had to do something special because I'm using StreamYard. Barovia. You coming on tomorrow, Barovia? With no, that's right, because they're gonna be in Denver. Am I missing anybody? But thank you, Barovia. Appreciate the kind comment. Let's see. I'm trying to quick scroll through. There's a lot of names. I have 28. Holy cow, 28. Jeez. That might be my record. That might be. But hopefully you guys like this new setup. Or not setup. Segment. Segment was the word I was looking for. I can't go scroll all the way back up. Quish. Hold on. Do I have this on there? Jeremy, I know you're on there. Unless there's two Jeremys, then there's just only one on there. Do I have it? I just gotta make sure I don't have it twice. I do already have you on there. All right. I think that's it. Anyone? Did I miss anybody? All right. So if you are here, let me know. First, I'm going to copy this. It dropped on me. Copy it. Paste it. So that is not good. Because now I have an odd number of entries, which is not good. Here, undo. Great. Now I'm just gonna find it. 28. Should get 56. That's better. All right, good luck, everybody. All right, I'm gonna shuffle. So this is play, profit, or pit. It's a repeat. You win. If you are here, I'm going to spin for your hero. As I'm getting this, I'm going to remove all instances just in case I spend it again. But I'm going to open. Let's see. Open. Pit heroes. These are the pit heroes. You will win one of these heroes. It's either a priest, archer, knight, or warrior. And once I get the number, I will show you on ADFK what it is. All right, so that is 481324. 1, 2, 3, 481-324. View, share this tab instead. It is a legendary level 1, 8 out of 8 warrior. not warrior, archer, sorry. With a lesser enhancement stone. So, do you want to keep this hero, which is the play? Do you want to spin the crystal wheel instead, which means I would keep the hero and you would get the crystal? Or do you want to spin for another hero and we throw both heroes into the pit and see what you get? See that you responded, so you get to choose. So play means you keep this hero. Profit means you get to spin for crystal instead of getting the hero or pit. We spin the hero wheel again and take the two heroes, regardless of where they are, whether they can level up. Everything stays. We'll use that, and you will pit them with a Chaos Stone. Now, the hard part will be is they're not all in this wallet. I will have to go get it, but I'll be able to figure it out. Play. Play means they keep the hero. But pit. Okay. We're doing the pit. This legendary hero is going into the pit, everyone. So I will go back to the hero wheel. That means I got to remove this hero. Didn't give me the option to remove all instances, so now I have to see if I can find the other instance, which is weird. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, see. It's this one right here. All right, shuffle, 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 shuffle. And we're going to spin. And it will get pitted with a knight. 428032. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you guys didn't even see that, did you? Sorry. I just realized that now. I wasn't share this tab instead. This, I totally spun it. Oh, I totally spun it. And you didn't even see the spin. I gotta learn. I gotta do better. But so we're going. This is the hero that came up. 428032. Sorry about that. I was still sharing this screen. You know, one of these days I'll get it right. 428032. That's the 2. How come I cannot remember this number? 032. All right. Do I have too many zeros in here? Oh, 28. There's a 3 in there. Here we go. There's a knight. Ooh, a mythic knight. They're both level 1 heroes, but you have a mythic and a legendary. They do not line up whatsoever in anything. There is a small chance. So you're getting at least a legendary hero because we're burning a legendary and a mythic here today. Look at that. Look at that. This one has 10 summons. This one has 8. So you're going to get 7 summons with this hero. Fortunately, you did not get any of the heroes that were this level of level ready for any of the void hunts. They're in there. Most of them were level 10 or higher. I think most of them were over level 12. You just happened to find the ones that were below. but it is what it is. All right. What happened to? Oh, let's get it. All right, now I gotta find these heroes. Where is? I know where the one wallet where it is. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go get these heroes. I switched the screen. All right. Okay, you see that one. I have to go get these heroes. They're in my one wallet. But it shouldn't take me that long, especially if they're in Crystalvale. If they're in Saradale, take a little bit longer. Mm, I just have a lot of wallets. Why is it not having a little bit issues with my wallet here? The screen is not updating. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming. Come on. Alrighty. I need you to update so I can do this. It is TFK crashed on me on this particular screen. Okay, now I could look it up. As you can see, can't hear anything. All right, I'm sharing the numbers just so I can see it. 802, requesting, canceling it, minor. Magnet Grizzlack will be coming over shortly. All right. And I hope you guys like this new segment. Let me know what you think I can do to improve it. But I want to keep, basically, I want to keep that same theme. I'm letting the winner choose. But let me, if you have any ideas, leave in the comments. What could make it even better? I just thought of it the other day. We want to do something with Mary Kill, something similar. And originally, I was going to do it for heroes. Like, let you guys choose about what I do with a hero for my own wallet. And I'm like, yeah, I think it works better if it's based on the hero I give away. And it made a lot more sense, at least to me. It did. Okay, I'm getting there. Just like I said, I wasn't able to set up because I was too busy reading. Team dropped the bomb on me. Dropped the bomb. Normally, I would have these heroes just sitting in that wallet, so I wouldn't have to be doing this part of actually getting the heroes there. I would have all 20 heroes sitting in the wallet over there. So that Mythic hero is there. Also sending the Chaos Stone. Yes. If you do choose to pet, you'll be pitted with Chaos Stone, and I will use full tier. But like I said, other than that, if they're ready to level up, I'm not going to level them up or anything like that. Unfortunately, be an as is hero. As is. Alright, gonna have to get the other one. Show Nickel Bringer. Here we go. I'm almost there. It's just whoopsies. So on me today. I think it is because I'm streaming. Good, you're there. Alright, and here we are. And I should be able to get 481324. And the other one, 428032. Two level 1 heroes. It's both very recently summoned. I cannot use any tiers, and like I said, it will be a Chaos Stone. And Lee, let me know if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, but I think I am. All right. We're boosting our rarity chance, even though you're getting legendary. Let's go back over here and see what you can get other than Archer. Then I don't think there was no chance for a mutation there. Very slight chance at Summoner in the subclass. Your best shot of any advanced is just the active 2 and a power horn and 1%. A lot of Mashot stuff, but nothing really crazy. And I want to put this is 20 just recording for my own purposes how much it's costing for this actual summon. All right, here we go, everybody. Mythic vibes. I think we gotta have. It should say on here, right? I mean, it's gonna be a level 1 hero. What are you hoping for? Do you want the archer or do you want the, let's say, yeah, 6.79 chance at a mythic. There we go. Here we go. 6%. We got to get a mythic out of this. I mean, seriously. So, yeah, this time around, I'm just going to do the one mythic archer. Okay, now I know what we're going for. Wow, that really zoomed in real quick. Here we go. It's infusing. We're getting our mythic archer here. Feel it. Here we go. It's spinning. The suspense is killing me here. We got a priest. Okay. Did not expect that. I wasn't thinking priest whatsoever. We got a legendary priest scholar, Brewster Stormbelly, fishing priest with luck, and I think based on that luck score, that's probably where the Chaos Stone went too. Look at that thing. 17 luck. Jeez. Yeah, I have very low chance of anything in advance, so that doesn't. And the explosion moved back even further, I think, but he kept it. It's in there. So, and if your Discord name is different than what your YouTube name is, can you just put it in this chat real quick so I know what name to look for? And because I don't think I have your OX, but you have a new level 1 legendary priest. And yeah, in the comments, let me know what you think of this new segment. I'm going to try to make it better, but you get the general gist. Oh, yeah, I didn't even really look to see what they had. Speed, blinding winds, chatterbox, always good. Duelist, I don't know if that's good for a priest or not. It's a legendary 14. Look at that luck. Jeez, man. It's a fisher. Well, yeah, you can send a. I don't know if you can send a private message on YouTube. I don't think you can do that. It'd be nice if you could, but I don't think that's. But that's all I got, everybody. Next time I'll try to set it up so that I can do 2 of these instead of just 1. Um, that's basically how I'm going to do my giveaways. Now, what the group of heroes will be, that will change over time. But probably for the near future, I would say I'll be sticking to Codex heroes and try to lean into putting on the wheel heroes that could actually do the hunt, even though there will be heroes like these two that were not level ready. But the rarity is there. So I'm going to keep going with Play Profit or Pit. That is my new game. So hopefully we get to do it again. Yes, and thank you, Kubo. This is what I'm really bad at. It's can you like and subscribe to the stream, share it out there, let people know, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned what this new updates are, and you know, happy DFK and happy hunting, boars and rockbox. You know, mother cluckers. And thanks everybody for coming out and watching and sticking with me for, oh my God, 2 hours. Jeez. All right. I got to go to bed, people. All right. Everybody, have a good one. Thanks again. Thanks again, Stycks Intern. Hopefully we can get together again soon. Can't wait for the next tournament. And yes, and participating in these other tournaments, the Jeweler's Joust, the Pig Slip, and anything else that comes out. All right. Everybody, have a good night. Thanks, everybody. See ya.